So, I've been gone for, I want to say like 7-8 months. I've been gone for a while, and I've been drawing for the most part, yes. But I've been kind of focusing on myself. I did a poll on Twitter to ask, what do you guys think I should do? I was live streaming my a sketch for my Super Smash Bros. Ultimate mains, like a poster that I wanted to personally print myself, and I was like, hey, do you guys want me to live stream it, or do you want me to do speed paint? And surprisingly enough, a lot of people wanted to speed paint. And then when I had asked, do you want me to talk, or do you want me to play music? And the overwhelming people just want me to talk. I don't know why people want me to talk. I'm a very bad talker. I don't have a script for this, so this is gonna go well. But I asked what people wanted me to talk about, assuming that they wanted me to talk about the game, but they want me to talk about me and what I've been doing for the past like 9 months, which I don't blame you. I've been gone for 10,000 years. Yeah, so I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. I genuinely have no idea if I'm going to have enough to talk about for the 16 and like 60 minutes, like 16:30 I think the speed paint is. I don't know if we'll have enough to like talk about, but I really want to. I mean, it was requested, it wasn't that I wanted to. Yeah, this is gonna go over probably terribly. So what I have been doing for the last couple months, I've been focusing on school. I got in like August, but over the summer I went over to New York, and I have a story that I want to talk about that in a story time that I have like the script for, but I don't like it, so I want to redo it. I have been thinking about videos to make, but I haven't had really the motivation to do it. That's a whole thing that I'll probably talk about in that video. There is genuinely like a lot going on in my life, kind of overall. I want to go to art school, so I have to apply with that, and that's going to be fun. I don't really know what to put in my portfolio, which kind of sucks, because I'm mostly a digital artist, but there is... I don't do traditional, and I have to put traditional in it, and so that kind of sucks. But I know that I'll get through it, and then I'll do it. I also have been, just like I said in the beginning... Sorry, your girl's thirsty. I had mentioned in the beginning that I was working on myself. There is a whole video that I want to do that I have, wow, I've thought a lot about doing, for the fact that it's a very personal subject to me, and a very sensitive topic overall. I have had, I know a lot of people who feel this way about themselves, like hating yourself in general. I had this experience where I did for quite some time. I'm lucky enough to say that I haven't felt that way about myself for all my life, but I experienced a couple months over the summer, which is why I was working on myself. And for the majority of like early fall, not only was I in school, but I was working on myself. I was recovering from a thing that had happened to me last year that I luckily got out of. Not in the sense of luckily, as in, like, it was, I don't know how to explain it, but if I end up doing this video about people hating themselves, I'll probably be touching on the subject a bit more. I'm not making, I'm pretty sure I made it sound a bit worse than it actually is, but it's not, like, that bad in the sense of just, it just kind of sucked, like, in the time and the moment, you know? And it wasn't really healthy for me, or the person that this was going on with. I cared about this person a lot, and this person meant a lot to me, and it's not like they don't still mean a lot to me. But point is, if I end up making this video, then I will be probably talking about it just a little bit. Not a little bit, I should be talking about it because I wanted to make a video practically talking about how my experience about going through emotions of disliking myself and then kind of coming to terms with myself and then learning to love myself, because I genuinely don't think there are nearly as enough videos as there should be. So while kind of also thinking about like an end card thing I could say, I was thinking I want to tell people they should love themselves more, because it's something that I wasn't truly even taught kind of growing up. And I don't think it's touched upon nearly as much as it should be. Like I said, this experience that I went through was kind of traumatic, but I don't want to sound like, kind of like I'm like, I don't want to sit here and sound like a victim, because it wasn't. It was just wrong place, wrong time, and it shouldn't have happened in the first place, but it did. But luckily I overcame everything. It took some time. It took a little less time than I thought it was, but I made sure that I was okay before jumping into anything else in general that might affect me emotionally. It was very difficult, but it was good. Yeah. So that was some things that I was thinking about making a video on. It'd be a really heavy video to make, and I don't want to sit here and be like, yeah, I'm gonna milk it and maybe make it 3 parts. But I don't know, because it's kind of a long story, and I feel like it'd be best told in a couple of parts than one giant, maybe 30 to 40 minute video. Like, the first part would probably be the situation, the second part, the aftermath of how I felt about myself, and then the aftermath of the aftermath, talking about how I kind of got better and learned to love myself, and, you know, just overall became a better person and everything. You know, I stand by the fact that people really should work on themselves, and that you should not be with anyone if you don't learn to love yourself. If you don't, you shouldn't be with someone if you so much as, or like, at least be okay with yourself, you know? You're just gonna drag that other person down at the end of the day. But yeah, I am happily with someone else right now who treats me very well and is very good to me. I'm very appreciative of him. He's a really good person, and if he's listening, hi! He means a lot to me, and he was very patient with the whole aftermath, but you know, it was a whole thing that I might share. Let me know in the comments if you guys actually want me to make that into a video. Obviously I will not be putting names in, and I'll probably restate that if anyone finds out who this person is, and you end up harassing the person, I will block you, because that's not cool. But yeah, in the sense of art that I've done, I've been dabbling in Illustrator, which is pretty cool. Illustrator kind of sucks, but it's fun. I might put some things on the screen of some Illustrator stuff that I've done. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I've been learning it in my class. That was really cool. It was kind of, it's different from other programs that I've used, but it's really interesting, which is really nice. I need to get back into animating. That's a thing that I haven't really done this past couple months, which I really should be if I plan on going to college for it. But I'm slowly getting back into the groove of things. It's just a bit hard, you know, as things are. I've been trying to be a bit more active on, like, Instagram. I haven't really been using Twitter all that much because I had to focus on school, and I took my month break, which was my winter break, which was pretty cool. That was nice. My grandma came to town, and then now in spring I'm back in school. I think we just got over our first week of school. That was really fun. I have nothing but art classes, so I'll hopefully have more time to work on video stuff, which, don't get me wrong, I don't want people to think that I've quit, because I haven't. It's just videos are kind of like time consuming, and the motivation is really hard to find. For multiple months, while I was going through this thing with that other person I was stating previously, I did not have the motivation to work on anything, which is why kind of my content outflow went down a lot, which kind of sucked, because I really enjoy making videos. Like, one of my goals in general as a content creator is to inspire others to also create content, or to even draw, so much as, like, maybe even that. I stand by the fact that I think art is probably one of the most important and best things that's ever happened to me, just becoming an artist in general, because drawing is so healthy, and I can't, like, express that enough. I find drawing in general incredibly healthy. It's such a good way to relieve if what I do when I'm sad. I draw. When I'm happy, I draw. if I'm so much as like stressed out, like I said, I draw. It's so good. It's so good, and I love drawing so much. And it makes me really sad to say that I like, you know, nowadays it's just so focused on, you know, like academics and everything that you're not really pushed to explore your creative side. But then again, most of the things in society wouldn't be here if it wasn't for creative people. But that's a whole shtick that I can go on for a pretty decent amount of time. But yeah, it's kind of been my last couple months working on myself, playing some games. I also decided to make a speed paint of my ultimate mains because I've been playing Smash Bros recently. I recently streamed me playing. I'm not very good, but I try, which is pretty important, I guess. I use mains like Lucario, Corrin, Lucina, Wendy. Yes, I used Wendy. I noticed a pattern with my mains. And you can see Greninja in the back. Greninja's there because I do use Greninja, and the reason he's darker than the rest is because he's not really meant to be like super focused, because the farther away the character is, the less I use them. Lucario is my main, then followed by Lucina and Corrin together. Basically, I kind of use them both a lot. And then Wendy, I recently got into playing with Wendy because I realized that I'm kind of decent with her, which is really funny. And then I use Greninja occasionally. There are more characters I could have put in this, but I didn't want to do a giant thing. I also want to mess around with Zelda. I've played Sheik. I like fast characters. But I noticed a trend with my mains. They're either furries or really cute anime girls, which is really funny. Speaking of anime, since I have like 4 minutes more to talk about, I recently watched Rascal Does Not Dream About Bunny Girl Senpai. Now, I know that anime sounds really stupid because of the name. It's not even really about bunny girls, which is why I'm really confused why it's even called that, but it is. I've been watching a lot of anime lately. If you guys want me to do like more speed paints talking about just my opinions on stuff, just like let me know. But so Rascal Does Not Dream About Bunny Girl Senpai. It was so good. I normally don't watch slice of life. I think this was probably one of my first slice of life. I can't really think of another one that I've seen. But Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai was really, really good. It was, to kind of like give you a basic synopsis without spoiling anything, it's about a boy who helps multiple girls through personal problems. Now, I know that sounds a bit cliche, but I watched Giguk, I want to say that's how you pronounce his name. I could be wrong. I'm really sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but I've been watching a lot of his videos. He does a lot of anime reviews since I love me anime. But he talked about Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, and the video that I will be linking in the description actually is what inspired me to watch it. And I don't regret watching it at all. It was so good. It was so good and so well paced. I mean, in the sense of like as well paced as it could be. I mean that it can be. But it was so good. Like it didn't feel like the characters were likable. It didn't feel forced. And the incredible relatable topics in the anime was honestly kind of ridiculous. Yeah, it was pretty insane. But I watched it and I was kind of blown away of not only the art style, but just the art direction. I think I also saw another video talking about this person was also talking about, I don't remember if it was also from Giguk. No, it's from someone else who talked about the symbolism in just the opening alone, which I didn't even pick up on until I watched this video. It's insane. It's so good. It's so good. Speaking of other good anime that I've seen, SSS Gridman has 4 S's. It's so good. Oh god, from Studio Trigger, my favorite anime, my favorite anime company. They're so good. I love Trigger so much. Trigger, yeah. Trigger is probably one of the most, like, oh god, they're my inspiration. If anyone were to be like, what's your biggest inspiration, it would be Trigger, which is pretty much insane. Yeah, oh gosh, SSS Gridman was so good. It was so good. It was such a, it was, I mean, like, the twist kind of came out of nowhere about the finale. It, like, you don't expect it at all, but it's a really cute, heartwarming story, and it's kind of interesting because the way that they wrote it, it wasn't like your typical anime that it was super out of the way and it was super, like, extra. Like, it was just people having, like, just conversations. Another one that also does that is the Bunny, Jurassical Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, which is pretty nice. Yeah. The art style was always as good as it normally is, for both shows. And it was, oh, there were such good experiences. The last anime I wanted to really talk about, is that time I got reincarnated into a slime. It was really good. Well, okay, it's still ongoing, but it's really, really good. If you want to see something that's quite silly, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced isekai. I believe it is an isekai. It's really good. It's, like, really freaking good. It's really silly, it's really funny, the characters are really likable, and overall, it's really, really good. So it looks like my time's wrapping up around here. Just wanted to thank you guys for all your support, and I hopefully will be making videos, the next couple days. Let me know about all the opinions that I talked about in the comments. Thank you all so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and remember, love yourself.